This week we find one of the very famous blue holes in Vanuatu by dinghy, and then we start to sail south back to Port Vila. But before heading into the Blue Lagoon tomorrow, we and the rest of the yachties in this lagoon are going to head to shore, and I'm going to embarrass myself with some really bad dancing. This was one of the most challenging lagoons to enter, and I've just put a very rough mark. It's not a track, it's just a mark where we entered and how we got into the lagoon. We just left Jaygo and we are heading up this creek to a blue hole. So we're going to try to find it. And you can get there by dinghy apparently.
They're trying to do it at low tide, it's a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way we can crawl underneath that.
We can go around there. Are we sure this is the right river? Rebels.
Oh shit, that's really something I can't get out.
Yeah.
Sit up the front.
Okay. Okay, just gotta be careful. Yeah. Wait. Okay, go. Oh, there's some blueness. Definitely getting clearer. We must be getting closer to the blue hole.
Still have no idea where we're going.
No. We've been going for about 15 minutes. Yeah, but look how clear it is. So clear, isn't it? Yeah. It's pretty blue. We've made it to the blue hole. Whoa.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. When you're ready.
I didn't plan that very well, did I?
Huh? Go Tarzan. Nice.
Going down the slide, Kerry?
We're definitely doing the slide.
Yeah.
There goes Rob. The locals. Well, you're probably wondering how this water is so blue. The water draws its incredible colour from the minerals and the limestone rock and creates this beautiful oasis in the forest. It was stunning and such a great experience.
Saying goodbye to our mates on the other Amel here. We'll probably see them in about a year, I reckon, up in Indo somewhere. Beautiful boat, absolutely beautiful, and lovely owners too.
Good morning. Well, yesterday we left the bay to go into the Blue Hole, and this morning we've woken up in this anchorage. It's really, really pretty. We came in yesterday afternoon with some friends. Very, very sketchy. It's really hard to see the channel, particularly when there was no sun at 5 o'clock. But there's a very narrow entrance through here, which we're aiming for. But both anchorages have been extremely challenging. It's not for the faint-hearted. And we're just going to creep through now. We're getting close to the entrance to get out through this little channel. And then we're going to head south back towards Port Vila, and maybe, hopefully, there's a wind opportunity to get down to Tanna. But if not, we're just going to head to Noumea. You know, we've done a heap of great stuff up here. You can't see it all, and we have to get out of here for cyclone season by November. So we're in October now. So time's ticking. Just coming into the entrance now. There's a nice easterly. It's only going to hang around for about 2 or 3 days. Monday, Tuesday being the best. I think Wednesday it starts to swing slightly, so we only have this very small window to get back down to Port Vila. People always say to us, oh, you know, you go too fast, or should spend more time here or there. We're just driven by the weather, the wind. It's not quite that easy. That's why people come back to the same place or stay there through cyclone and go into cyclone holds. Here we go. Okay, we're halfway through. That's the start of one reef, and the other reef's just there. It's hard to see that side because the sun is just coming up from over there. It's only like 6 o'clock in the morning. No, Rob got me up at like 5:30. I'm just about to go over a big coral bommy now. It's fairly deep though. If they're black like that, they're nice and deep. It's when they're bright green, it's not good. It's hard to tell the depth, particularly when it's really clear. But that's pretty much when they're bright green and they look like they're right in your face, that's when you got to back it up. And these ones are black, so that's good. It means they're really deep. We made it. We're out. Heading south. Nice easterly breeze, and the swell, fingers crossed, shouldn't be too bad. So we've got an easterly, about 15 knots of breeze, and we're heading for Port Vila and Tanna, hopefully Tanna. Oh, we've got probably 2 days of this, maybe 3 days. So we're a bit excited because this doesn't happen that often. We're doing how much speed? We're doing 7 knots and 12 knots of breeze. this is good. We were thinking of sailing through the night to try to make Tanner. We'll just see how we feel though. We're not going to push ourselves. It's like we'd like to get there, but we've heard it's been very active and was closed the other day, so we need to check that as well.
We've got about 12 knots, 13 knots, and we're doing 7, I think, thereabouts. We were doing 8 before, but 7 now. Reasonable size. Or the sea's not that big actually, it's just a little bit close together, which makes it a bit uncomfortable, especially as when the wind drops, but it's going alright at the minute. Well, it's 9 o'clock Tuesday. We've left Sandwich Bay at about 6:30, and this is not the typical trade wind. It is an easterly, and we are heading for Port Vila. It's going to be like a 12-hour sail, and we would like to get to Tanner, but I don't like our chances. I think this is going to last for today. Tomorrow it all drops out, but this is a great sail today, and it's sunny. So far so good. We've got 12 knots of breeze, and we're doing about 7 knots, I think, in a look blast. 7 to 8, so that's good. But we've got a nice beam reach today. We're just going to take this breeze as far south as we can. We've got all reefed, mizzen, main and genoa. Oh, genoa is completely out now, but we just reef that in when there's big gusts coming. And the rest is just staying at reefed about 3/4 out. Well, we're still flying along at 8 knots with 14 knots of breeze on our beam, flat seas. Just laying on the deck, reading, learning my French, sleeping, eating. It's been a really nice passage, this one. When we came this way, coming north 2 weeks ago, I was vomiting on the deck. Today, I'm just like loving it. I can see land up ahead. Woo! But this has been such a beautiful sail today. We only had the motor going when we left, and we've just sung all the way, reaching across. Had to reef in a couple of times, but we've got all sails up and out, and it's relatively a flat sea. No seasickness today. Beautiful and sunny. Made it into Port Havana just before Port Vila. We're going to stop here. It's not too far to go into Port Vila tomorrow. Check out all these jellyfish coming into this anchorage. And they're all pink and blue and purple. They're really quite pretty.
This morning we are leaving Port Havana and heading straight around the corner to Port Vila. We have heard word that there is a cyclone coming and need to find out a little bit more about that.
And we're going to go around this way to the left, and I'll take us into Port Vila.
Well, we've been talking to a lot of friends and had a look at the weather, and unfortunately, sadly, it doesn't look like we're going to make it to Tanna. There is a direct hit of a cyclone category 5 heading our way, and a lot of boats have made a run for it from today actually. They're all checking out. We need to get into Port Vila and work out what our strategy is. Do we stay and get into a cyclone hold, or do we leave? So we're just back at immigration, and we're trying to get clearance today because there's a cyclone coming and it's heading straight for Port Vila. Yeah, so there is a cyclone coming and we are waiting to clear out, and we're going to head for Australia. Sadly, we didn't make Tanna, and we're not going to make New Caledonia. So, yeah. We just have to, we're actually not prepared. Had to clean the boat because to get into Australia we've got to clear the bottom, we've got to get food, and we've got to fix the sail, so much to do. This was one of the models that was showing a direct hit to Vanuatu. But as you'll see in next week's episode that everybody's been asking about, that cyclone was the least of our worries.